Optimizing team sizing, structure, and growth in engineering management. Hi, let's talk about something that completely shapes an engineering team's success but is often overlooked: team sizing and structure. I've seen teams thrive when they're structured well, with the right balance of engineers, leadership, and collaboration. But I've also seen teams struggle with inefficiency, unclear roles, and poor coordination simply because they weren't sized correctly or lacked strategic oversight. To put this into perspective, let's use an engineering design consultancy as an example. In consultancies, teams are constantly shifting between projects, requiring engineers to balance client deliverables, technical complexity, and knowledge sharing. If teams aren't structured correctly, work becomes chaotic, engineers burn out, clients get frustrated, and projects don't meet expectations. The size of an engineering team plays a critical role in its ability to function efficiently. If a team is too small, engineers may struggle with collaboration, cross-functional responsibilities, and workload distribution. Smaller teams often lack the diversity of expertise needed to tackle complex problems effectively. On the other hand, teams that are too large become difficult to manage, slowing down decision-making and creating communication bottlenecks. I've found that the optimal size for engineering teams is usually between 6 to 8 engineers per manager. This allows for close collaboration while ensuring managers can provide coaching, direction, and support without being stretched too thin. In consultancies, team structure is just as important as team size. A well-structured team must balance specialists and generalists, ensuring that projects are staffed with engineers who complement each other's skills. When teams are structured correctly, knowledge flows naturally, workloads are balanced, and engineers feel more engaged in their work. Poorly structured teams, however, experience friction, misalignment, and increased dependency on a few key individuals, which can create significant risks when those individuals are unavailable. I've seen teams evolve through different stages of growth and effectiveness. Some teams fall behind when workloads exceed their capacity, causing backlogs to grow and morale to drop. Others tread water, managing to maintain existing work, but struggling to find time for innovation or improvement. The most effective teams actively repay technical debt, dedicating time to refactoring, documentation, and process optimization, ensuring long-term sustainability. At their best, teams reach a stage of true innovation, where they have the bandwidth to experiment, improve workflows, and create new value for their company or clients. Management plays a crucial role in determining whether a team progresses toward innovation or remains stuck in a reactive cycle. One of the most valuable mindset shifts I've seen in great engineering leaders is learning to view teams as interconnected systems rather than isolated groups. Organizations don't operate in silos. Every team, resource, and workflow is connected. In consultancies, where multiple teams are working on different projects but sharing knowledge and infrastructure, small inefficiencies in one area can create ripple effects throughout the organization. The best engineering managers think in terms of leverage points, where small but strategic interventions can create lasting impact. They optimize workflows by identifying bottlenecks, streamlining decision-making, and ensuring that knowledge flows freely between teams. When team structures and processes are built with this systems thinking approach, companies see improvements in efficiency, knowledge retention, and overall team effectiveness. In consultancies, teams that actively push toward innovation gain a competitive edge. Projects run smoother, clients receive higher quality solutions, and engineers stay motivated and engaged. A strong foundation in team sizing, structured growth, and systems thinking helps prevent burnout, reduces friction, and ensures that engineering teams can sustain their success over the long term. The real question is, are we designing teams that are built for long-term success? Or are we just reacting to problems as they are? Let's continue exploring how engineering teams can be structured for long-term success, not just in terms of project execution, but also in fostering innovation, reducing burnout, and ensuring leadership development. I've seen teams struggle when they focus only on delivering features while ignoring system maintenance, career progression, and leadership succession. In engineering consultancies, where teams constantly shift between projects, this challenge is even more pronounced. Without a structured approach to balancing maintenance and new development, engineers either burn out fixing old issues or become disengaged because they never get to build anything new. Some engineers spend so much time solving urgent technical problems that they never get the opportunity to experiment with new technologies or refine their approach to complex challenges. Others find themselves trapped in the routine of execution, with little visibility into broader company goals or opportunities for leadership. Without a clear system for maintaining and improving existing systems, teams eventually hit a breaking point. Engineers who repeatedly work on technical debt without seeing meaningful progress start feeling demotivated. When maintenance responsibilities fall disproportionately on a few senior engineers, knowledge silos form and burnout increases. At the same time, if teams focus only on building new features without investing in long-term sustainability, technical debt accumulates and slows down future development. The best teams strike a balance, making system health a shared responsibility, while still encouraging forward-thinking development. Leadership development is another critical factor in building sustainable teams. Without clear growth paths and structured mentorship, organizations struggle when senior engineers or managers leave. I've seen consultancies scramble when a technical lead departs, leaving teams without direction and forcing a rushed transition. When companies take a proactive approach to leadership succession, they create a culture where engineers naturally grow into leadership roles rather than being forced into them out of necessity. Successful engineering managers ensure their teams remain productive, engaged, and future-ready by integrating structured career development into their team's daily work. Instead of waiting for leadership gaps to emerge, they provide ongoing opportunities for engineers to take ownership, mentor others, and participate in strategic decisions. By encouraging engineers to balance innovation with system maintenance, they create teams that are not only highly functional, but also adaptive, resilient, and motivated to keep growing. The real challenge is designing engineering teams that can sustain their success over the long term. The companies that get this right don't just optimize for today's deliverables. They build teams that thrive, innovate, and evolve for years to come.